All right. What's going on, everybody? Phil back here with WFR Sim Racing. We are at Port Royal tonight with the Weekend Challenger Racing League. Taking a look at Brian O'Shell right there going around the track in that 24 ride. Philip Bryan down there on the inside of him in the 25. I was hoping that the cameras would bounce around a little more than that. Just getting a little practice run going right now. Take a look at our boy Dustin Bohannon there in the D13 ride. Andrew Moody also out here in the 4M. Peepaw Larry Drawhorn in the 91. Out here making some laps with us for the rookie race tonight. Want to thank Dixie Bell's Cleaning Service out of Alabama and Georgia. Need any cleaning service done around your residence, even your business, commercial areas, whatever you got going on, call Dixie Bell's. Working the Alabama and Georgia areas of the United States over there. I'm over here in Texas working the broadcast for you. And we're at Port Royal tonight. It's going to be a good night of racing. Looking forward to watching the dirt street stock boys go. Looking forward to watching the super late models tonight around Port Royal. A little bit of battle going on for points right now in this season. Got a couple more minutes before we get them rolling. I'm going to step out of the broadcast booth for just a second, jump back in here just in time for this rookie race. Listen, rookie race is just one event, going to be real quick. It's one feature. They get them lined up, run them, I believe, 30 laps. Not sure. I think it's 30-lap race. And this is for rookie points only. After this race at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern, we will be rolling right into the dirt street stocks here. Tyler Hamrick, currently your points leader, I believe by about 12 or 16 points, somewhere in there. I have to go back and look. But we got a battle for points going on already. It's getting a little bit heated. I've been absent a few weeks here and there while we were doing some remodeling, getting moved back into this new house. And now I've got all my screens set up here in front of me. We're ready to roll. So here at Port Royal tonight, you're watching WFR Sim Racing on Facebook, Twitch, Kick. We do appreciate you. Also, everybody watching on YouTube. We'll be right back with you. All right, I'm back. Got a little qualifying going on right now. Looks like Maddox, JC Maddox, your top runner in qualifiers right now. Philip Bryan right behind him, and I don't like that we can't see first and last names. Let's see here. There we go. Philip Bryan, Tyler Grimsley, Dustin Bohannon, Jacob Diaz, Larry Drawhorn. Here comes Brian O'Shell sneaking in there in that 24 ride. Going to take the second spot in qualifying. Just behind J.C. Maddox. Now Andrew Moody moving in. Take a look at Andrew Moody making his run. But J.C. Maddox right now, fastest in qualifying. Take a look at Dustin Bohannon. Not so fast today, but Brian O'Shell bumps her on up there again. Back into the second position. Knocks Andrew Moody back down. Brian O'Shell just behind top qualifier J.C. Maddox. And once again, O'Shell there in that Warrior Raps ride, 24 car. Andrew Moody still out here making a couple of laps. And I believe these guys are just making some practice laps now, taking advantage of this extra 2.5 minutes we got left here. And we may roll right on into the grid. Race control probably going to go ahead and call that a good qualifying run. And your qualifying results coming up. J.C. Maddox on the pole. Brian O'Shell, Andrew Moody, Philip Bryan. Uh-oh, lost it. Philip Bryan, Tyler Grimsley, Dustin Bohannon, Jacob Diaz, and Larry Drawhorn in this one. 8 cars, 20 laps the distance. And we're going to get them on the track, get them rolling. Here's your lineup. Oh, and we got this all kinds of backwards now. We're going to have to get this fixed. Yeah, we did a little bit of work on everything, and this here is going to be an issue for us. And we'll get them rolling. J.C. Maddox, Andrew Moody on the front. Looks like we got Philip Bryan and Tyler Grimsley on the second row. Dustin Bohannon, Larry Drawhorn there, and Jacob Diaz and Brian O'Shell. Diaz already getting a little bit of wheel damage there, getting up into the wall a little bit. Jump up here and take a look at our front row. Andrew Moody and J.C. Maddox. See Maddox there in the 16 ride on the inside. Looking to go green right here. J.C. Maddox going to lead us off. Andrew Moody up on the outside. Philip Bryan down there on the inside. And the 26 rider, Tyler Grimsley, trying to get it up there around the top. It looks like Philip Bryan going to work it down there to the bottom, see if he can make that low line work. But it's going to be J.C. Maddox out front already. Andrew Moody going to try to keep up with him, but Maddox has a strong ride. Moody real tight up into the wall. Going to put Philip Bryan right in the middle of those guys there. Philip Bryan down to the inside again. 26 of Tyler Grimsley. We watch him trying to work that same line. Doesn't look like the top line's working too good for Andrew Moody just yet. Andrew Moody got a real tight car. But Philip Bryan getting it up there to the second position. Andrew Moody into the wall. Taking a look at Andrew Moody getting it way up into the wall there. Jump back to our leader, J.C. Maddox. Philip Bryan also in the second position. Got a nice little lead over Tyler Grimsley. Jacob Diaz working the back bumper of Tyler Grimsley a little bit, trying to get around him. Jacob Diaz to the inside, Tyler Grimsley to the outside. Jacob Diaz not going to have enough here. Going to have to get a good run on Tyler to make that move. Jump back here and take a look at Dustin Bohannon up around the top. Dustin Bohannon struggling a little bit along with Brian O'Shell back there in the 24 ride. O'Shell had a good run in qualifying. But your leader right now, J.C. Maddox. Tyler Grimsley and Jacob Diaz still going at it back here. 7 laps into a 20-lap race. As we keep an eye on Tyler Grimsley and Jacob Diaz, a good race going on here on the track. Not much else going on here. Looks like O'Shell's finally gotten around Bohannon. Bohannon now going to have to work his way back around him. Tyler Moody back there at the back struggling along with Larry Drawhorn. But right up here at the front, still got this race here going on. In the middle, rather, I guess you'd say. Our leader, J.C. Maddox, has already checked out, and I mean checked way out. We'll take a look from the blimp here. Get a good look at his lead. Got a good race going on right here with Bohannon and O'Shell. O'Shell moving on up there, getting up there and battling it out with Tyler Grimsley a little bit. Gets to the inside of him. Moody got a fast ride going up around the top all of a sudden. Andrew Moody getting a hold of a little bit of speed there. But he's got a lot of ground to make up as we're more than halfway through this feature. Dustin Bohannon still back there on the struggle bus. Brian O'Shell now moves his way up to the 4th position. Got them all on his back bumper. Grimsley to the inside, Moody to the outside. O'Shell just trying to keep the momentum. Bohannon back there waiting on somebody to slip up, and they might just do it. Keep an eye right there on Tyler Grimsley and Andrew Moody going at it door to door on the straightaway. Bohannon just hope one of them messes up. But J.C. Maddox still your leader. Philip Bryan making up a little bit of ground, it looks like, but not enough. And we've got a yellow. It looks like it's going to be Andrew Moody. We'll jump back here and take a look at the replay here. Andrew Moody right there down the straightaway. Oh, and looks like, not sure if Andrew Moody slowed up there or if Bohannon made a move. See if we can watch that from another angle maybe. Looks like Moody just maybe got it a little bit sideways in front of Bohannon. Bohannon getting a hold of him a little. And we're looking to go back green. J.C. Maddox not looking for that caution, but going to get a good jump over Philip Bryan. Look at Brian O'Shell. Brian O'Shell was back there in the back, really struggling to get that car up there. Not sure if Brian had the EOL from winning last week. Brian O'Shell may have been one of our winners last week, which gave him the EOL. So I did notice he started at the back of this pack, even though he qualified second. Philip Bryan, Brian O'Shell, and Jacob Diaz. Tyler Grimsley, all of them 4 wide, battling it out of that turn. As we come back down the backstretch one more time. Brian O'Shell just giving it all the sauce that he can give it. Philip Bryan getting into that back bumper, knocks him loose a little bit. O'Shell going to have to make up a little bit of ground, run it back up the track, put it across the front nose. Philip Bryan to the inside, Brian O'Shell to the outside. We've got a battle, ladies and gentlemen, between the 25 and the 24. Brian O'Shell and Philip Bryan both getting together there just enough to knock Brian O'Shell way down to the inside. O'Shell threw it back across the nose, but just not enough sauce on the taco after losing so much momentum. And look at this, ladies and gentlemen, Jacob Diaz. Jacob Diaz in second place right now. 3 laps to go. Can Jacob Diaz hold on and put that car on the podium tonight? Diaz always struggling just a little bit to keep these cars rolling forward. But tonight, Jacob Diaz might have got the lucky shot on that restart. Jump back here and take a look at these boys, Brian O'Shell and Philip Bryan. O'Shell with the slide job. Philip Bryan to the inside. We're coming around looking for a white flag. Philip Bryan to the inside. O'Shell up top. Bryan not going to have enough to throw the slider. Has to turn it back down. O'Shell down the straightaway. And the white flag is out. Your leader, J.C. Maddox, is going to come on around one more time and take the checkered flag. But we're going to jump back over and watch this race. I believe that race is over. J.C. Maddox, your winner tonight in the rookie race. But Jacob Diaz bringing it way up there from the back. Got that restart. And Jacob Diaz just finding a little bit of speed, maybe a little bit of luck to get him up there on the podium tonight. Great run by Jacob Diaz. And Brian O'Shell pulling up there to tell him good job. Look at Brian O'Shell, always a sportsman. We're going to jump over into the Discord, and we'll have a little bit of a chat here with these guys. And let me see if I can get the finish up. Brett Wheeler, big thanks to Brett Wheeler for getting all of my graphics done. And we had a big ordeal with losing our overlays this week. And but our grid is backwards. So let's see how our finish looks at least. And there you have it. J.C. Maddox, Jacob Diaz, Brian O'Shell, Philip Bryan, Dustin Bohannon, Tyler Grimsley, Larry Drawhorn, and Andrew Moody. Now I'm going to jump over here into the Discord. We're going to go look for J.C. Maddox here. See if I can find a J.C. Maddox anywhere. He may not even be in our... Oh, there he is right there. I'll drag J.C. down here. Drag J.C. Maddox. What's going on, man? This is Phil up at the booth. How's it going, bud?
Hey, it's going pretty good, Phil. How are you?
Man, pretty good. I don't know if we talked before. This may be our first time chatting.
It is. You've been in Discord with us a few times on just fun race. But
oh, yeah.
This is the first time I've won one with you here.
Well, awesome job tonight, man. You got the jump right there on that restart. I know you're probably a little bit nervous there, and you had a pretty good lead coming up to about halfway, and then we had that restart, yellow come out. And, man, Jacob Diaz, I got to say, watching Jacob, kind of got the lucky dog on that restart and found his way up in the second position. So, pretty cool to see Jacob up there with you, man. But awesome job tonight. Anybody you want to thank before we get you out of here?
No, not really. I just want to thank, everybody at WFR. You guys for putting the live stream up, and everybody at the Weekend Challenger League for letting me join in late in the season like that. It's been a lot of fun. I've learned a lot with these guys. It's just been a blast. I know Philip was catching me there for a little bit before that caution come out. I was kind of worried about him. I thought he was going to catch me. That caution come out, and he got shuffled to the back on that. And I hate that for him. He's got one coming for him. He's a hell of a racer. All these guys in here are hell of racers. I just look forward to finishing out the season with them.
Well, hey, bud, awesome job tonight. We're glad to have you here, and we're glad to finally get down here on the podium with you.
All right, man. I appreciate it.
All right, buddy. I'll let you jump back in your Discord, and I'm going to drag ODS down in here.
All right, buddy. See you later.
Man, have a good night.
You too.
Going to go look for Jacob Diaz, and I don't see Jacob in the Discord tonight. Not seeing Diaz. But let's get old Brian O'Shell. Where's Brian O'Shell at? Let's see here. O'Shell. Keep in mind, when I'm dragging these guys in here, you might hear a cuss word or two, depending on what's really going on in the Discord. But let's get Brian O'Shell in here. What's going on,
shit,
Brian? What's
what
up,
it do?
big dog? How are you?
Hanging in there like a hair in a biscuit, brother. How about yourself?
Man, I know Philip Bryan was sure hanging off the side of your door there for a minute. What'd you think about that?
Man, I tell you what, he got into me, and I went down the front stretch, and I was going right, left, and I throwed it back in there, and I tell you what, he gave me a hell of a run for the race there, man, and it was a blast. I like racing with old Philip.
Well, make sure you go back and watch the broadcast. We covered a little bit of that action you guys had going on there, so that was some good racing, man. I like to see you two get together. I hate trying to call you two together because Philip Bryan and Brian O'Shell, and I'm Philip and he's Brian, you're Brian, and man, it just kind of screws everything up when I'm trying to remember who's who.
All good, man. I appreciate it, and I want to tell everybody thank y'all for watching and supporting, and thank you for putting these races on. Y'all don't forget to smash that like button for old Phil and WFR, and shout out to Dixie Bell's Cleaning Service for sponsoring this for us. And you know, I was close, man. I had to come from the back and come back up to the front, and it was a battle all the way around. And
I saw you struggling up till about halfway, man, and
yeah.
But I got to say, old Jacob Diaz getting up there in the second position tonight. And, man, that was a sight to be seen. Jacob, I hadn't even ever talked to him on the podium, so I'm going to have to go find him here in a few minutes.
Man, he is a character. Make sure you definitely get him up there. He's quite the character and a good guy. And, you know, man, I sure was hoping. I was rooting for Philip actually tonight for him to get his first win. And, you know, he just kind of got in the wall there, I think, and kind of fell back a little bit. But yeah, definitely get with Jacob, man. He's quite the guy, man. But again, we appreciate it, and we're finna get ready for these street stock races and see what.
Oh yeah, you know I like them street stocks. I'll see you again tonight, buddy.
Yes, sir. We appreciate y'all.
All right, man. Thank you.
All right, later.
That's my boy Brian O'Shell right there, man. He comes in with all the action. So he ain't like them sprint car drivers I got to interview. Man, them sprint car drivers like interviewing fucking golfers, man. I tell you, it's rough. And but man, I'm gonna slide old Jacob down in here and see what old Jacob's got to say about that one.
Have a good one.
Yes, sir. Jacob Diaz, what's going on, man?
What up?
Man, I saw you get up there in the second position, got her on the podium tonight. I don't think I've ever talked to you in here before.
I don't think so.
Well, man, good run tonight, man. Seeing you come from the back and you had that caution come out, and it looked like you got lucky on that restart and found something somebody else didn't find, and you got it up there to the front. So, man, awesome job. You're giving J.C. Maddox a little bit of a run there, but he was fast tonight.
Yeah, he's fast. It's just I'm still learning. I just make little mistakes that cost me big, and no, it was fun. I spilled my chew this morning, or right before the race. It pissed me off. I think that made me a little hot, so I think maybe I should start doing that more often if it didn't cost so much.
Hell yeah, man. Well, hey, bud, awesome job tonight. I just wanted to get in here and tell you good job. It was good to see you finally get up there and get you in here chatting with me. And,
oh, yeah.
man, hell of a job tonight. Anybody you want to thank before I get you out here? I know you got to go jump in the street stock.
Yeah, I want to thank Tyler, Mason, Brian, Justin, and I think Tristan. I think that's his name. Yeah, Tristan. And then my wife. My wife is a big support. She tells me, you can do this, just breathe and stuff. And then my sponsors, BM Fab, Affordable Painting, Goodwood General Store, Napa, and Intermountain Disposal. It's just a game, but I always got to give my mans a shout out.
Oh, yeah, man. Well, hey, buddy.
And you, too, for hosting or live streaming this race.
Oh, yeah. Well, I appreciate you, man. I enjoy racing with you, or getting on here with you guys and broadcasting your race for you. And, man, I'm always pulling for you. So tonight I got a little bit loud when I seen you come up through the field and got yourself in the second. And awesome job, man. Look forward to watching you in the street stock race.
Thank you.
All right, buddy. I'll see you.
All right, bye.
Jacob Diaz, everybody. Got a second place tonight. And I'll tell you, I don't ever bet against the guy, but man, he struggles, and he's struggled a little bit just to get that car up there to the front. And tonight, I think he just found something that somebody else didn't have. And on that restart, he made the moves, got himself to second place. So, man, awesome job to Jacob Diaz tonight, man. Good seeing him on the podium, especially in the second position. And great job to our winner. We're going to slide on over to the Dirt Street Stocks. They'll be getting going here in just a few minutes. So hang in there with me, and we'll be back in a few minutes with some Dirt Street Stocks here at Port Royal. You're watching WFR Sim Racing on Facebook, Twitch, Kick, and YouTube tonight. And I'm logging right into the Street Stock race as we speak. Give me a few minutes. We'll get her going, get some practice laps rolling. And it's time for some Dirt Street Stock fender benders at Port Royal. right, get a little bit of practice laps in here. We're almost done with practice. Let's take a look at our times here. Got 1 more minute left in practice. Jacob Diaz way up there on the top. Mason Dozier, you see him in the 23 ride tonight. Take a look at Steven Barrow in the 10 ride. Got a good looking wrap on there this week. Jackson Morris there in the 2 car. Bad timing on Jackson. That put him to the wall a little bit. Looks like it's going to be up high tonight. Going to be a lot of slide jobs being thrown down low. Dustin Bohannon out there too. 30 seconds left in practice. We're going to get rolling with a little bit of qualifying. And that's going to bring out our checkered flag for practice session, and we're going to get rolling into some qualifying laps here pretty quick. Dirt Street Stocks tonight at Port Royal. You're watching the Weekend Challenger Racing League on WFR Sim Racing tonight. You're watching on Facebook, Twitch, Kick, YouTube. I want to thank all of you for tuning in. And we're about to get them rolling. Heat race number 1, no qualifiers tonight. I always forget. Heat races only here. And I would show you the grid. The grid is backwards, so we got to fix that. But here, I'll go ahead and show it to you. Consider it backwards, but Larry Drawhorn going to be on the pole for the heat race number 1. Tyson Banks outside second row, or first row. Jackson Morris, Andrew Moody bring up the second row. Dustin Bohannon and Jesse Newsom on the third row. Jacob Diaz, Tyler Grimsley, and Philip Bryan in this one. Heat race number 1. And we'll get them rolling. Take a look at Peepaw up here. Peepaw in the 91 ride. Right there on the outside of him. Tyson Banks in this one. Tyson having a little bit of connection issues, it looks like. Might cause some problems in this one. We'll see how he does. See old Jesse Newsom back there. Jesse Newsom in this one. Peepaw going to elect to go on back to the back on this one. So Peepaw going to slide back to the back. Get back in line. That's going to make Jackson Morris our new pole sitter. Peepaw a little bit new. Larry Drawhorn a little bit new to these cars. So probably why he elected to go to the back of the heat race. Pace truck going to lead us around one more time. Looking for that pace truck to pull off. It's going to be a 6-lap heat race. Jackson Morris going to lead us off with Tyson Banks on the outside. Dustin Bohannon and Andrew Moody back there in the second row. Pace truck is in. We're going to bring him around 3 and 4 one more time. And Andrew Moody going to lead us off in the 2 ride here at Port Royal. Thank you guys for tuning in to WFR Sim Racing. It's street stock time. Oh, and Andrew Moody right off the bat. Andrew Moody right off the back into the wall along with Tyler Grimsley. We'll jump back there and take a look. Let's see Andrew Moody's who we're looking for. See Andrew Moody there in the 4 ride. We're going to hit play on this one. See just what happened there. Andrew Moody, the light goes green. Andrew to the middle. Looks like Jacob Diaz may be getting into him a little bit. Let's do it this way. We'll rewind it a little. And let's watch it from Jacob Diaz's perspective there, because from Jacob's perspective, I bet we're going to see a little bit of a different show. So here we go. Here's Jacob Diaz's cockpit view on that one. Andrew Moody, you see him up on the outside. The light goes green right here. Andrew Moody right up there on the middle line. Oh, and Jacob Diaz. Going to be a tough call there, but maybe not. Go back live, get him lined back up. Jackson Morris back up there on the pole. Andrew Moody coming to get lined back up now. And Jacob Diaz, we see him there, but I'd say Jacob Diaz got up there a little too high, got into that left rear quarter panel of Andrew Moody, got him turned around. But Jackson Morris, still your leader, looking for that pace truck to pull off about right here. Bring him back around 3 and 4. Oh, sorry, we're on the front stretch. Bring him around the back. Pace truck pulls off on the back straightaway. Bring him around 3 and 4. Go green one more time. Jackson Morris, your leader. And the pace truck is in. Jackson Morris going to lead us down. Tyson Banks on the outside. Dustin Bohannon to the inside, second row. Jesse Newsom outside, second row. And there he is. Peepaw and got his way back up there to the third row. And it's Jackson Morris taking the green one more time. Going to lead us off here at Port Royal for heat race number 1. Should be no laps completed, but we've got the white flag out. Not sure if that's correct or not. But the white flag is waving, and lap number 3. Yeah, we're correct. We got it right. We're 3 laps into a 6-lap heat race. Jackson Morris, your leader, with Tyson Banks right behind him. See Dustin Bohannon go way down to the bottom. Got that left front up off the ground a little bit, trying to dig. Not enough meat down there to grab onto. Tyson Banks right on the back bumper of Jackson Morris now. We see Tyson Banks a little bit tight getting up into that wall, but sometimes you see him ride that wall, get a little side bite, come off a little bit stronger. But Newsom and Tyson Banks, Newsom to the bottom. Jesse Newsom going to throw the slide job. Gets it around Tyson Banks, slides it up into the second position. Tyson Banks going to have to make a big move here, coming around looking for a white flag. Dustin Bohannon down to the inside now. Jesse Newsom, watch the move. Newsom to the bottom, throws another slider. Not enough sauce on the taco, Jesse. Gonna have to fall back in line one more time. White flag waving. Jesse Newsom trying to get up there to Jackson Morris. Dustin Bohannon on the inside. Tyson Banks still up there in the third position. Let's see if Newsom's gonna make the move. Newsom to the bottom, throws the slider, has to commit. Jackson Morris back to the inside. Jackson Morris gonna pull it off. Crossover, Jackson Morris, your winner. Heat race number 1. Man, are we heat racing? Holy moly, that was a good one. Jackson Morris, your winner there. Heat race number 2, getting on the track. Brian O'Shell, Daniel Northcutt, Stephen Barrow. Let's see, Tyler Hamrick, Justin Drawhorn, J.C. Maddox, Tristan Dozier, Robbie Milburn, and Mason Dozier all in this one. Going to be a good race. But, man, I got to tell you, that was an awesome heat race right there. Brian O'Shell on the front here. Daniel Northcutt there on the outside, front row. Stephen Barrow on the inside, second row. Tyler Hamrick, second row outside. See old Justin Drawhorn back there, and J.C. Maddox. J.C. Maddox, your winner in the rookie race tonight. Heat race number 2 here at Port Royal Speedway. You're watching WFR Sim Racing on Facebook, Twitch, Kick, and YouTube. Want to thank all you guys for tuning in. Get ready for some more dirt street stock action. We still got the super late models to run tonight as well. Going to be a good night of dirt track racing here at Port Royal as Brian O'Shell leads off heat race number 2. And the pace truck is off. Brian O'Shell going to lead us around. Heat race number 2. Ready to go green. Daniel Northcutt on the outside. Stephen Barrow on the inside. Second row. Tyler Hamrick up there in the 74 ride. And Brian O'Shell, not sure what happened there on that start. But we're staying green. O'Shell straight to the back. Lot going on up here in the front. Not sure what happened with Brian O'Shell there, but he went straight to the bottom, straight to the back. You see Tristan Dozier and Justin Drawhorn battling it out now. Robbie Milburn down there on the inside as well in that 80 ride. Tyler Hamrick up around the outside in the second position right now. Drawhorn and Milburn get together, get it straightened back out. Great heat racing tonight at Port Royal, man. I got to tell you, some of the best heat racing we have seen in a while. Tristan Dozier there in that black and white and purple ride now, trying to track down the back bumper of Tyler Hamrick, but Stephen Barrow right now going to be your leader. Nice little gap he's got there, almost a 1 second gap over Tyler Hamrick in the 74 ride. Great racing going on back here in the back. Check them out. 5 cars contending for the same position, what looks like 4th place, as we see Maddox throw a slider right across the front for that 4th position. Daniel Northcutt now down to the inside, has to act. Mason Dozier up around the top behind Maddox. Northcutt just kind of settled into that center line there, not really making any big moves yet. But Stephen Barrow still your leader up here with about a 1 second lead over Tyler Hamrick. Tyler Hamrick back here battling it out with Tristan Dozier now. Dozier on the back bumper. We're going to see if Tristan Dozier is going to try to go for the slider. Dozier up into the wall, going to bring it back down tight. Tristan Dozier not losing any steam on that back bumper of Tyler Hamrick. But Dozier going to have to make a move. Tyler Hamrick races with Tristan enough to know every move he's going to make. So, and Tristan Dozier, man, with some bad damage, breaks the front right wheel up into the wall. And it's going to be Tristan Dozier. Up into the wall. White flag is out. Looks like we're going to stay green. Tristan Dozier, bad luck for him. Tyler Hamrick still in the 2nd position. And it's the checker flag. Stephen Barrow going to win heat race number 2. Kind of an eventful race there, but bad luck for Tristan Dozier. And it's feature race time. We already got him out here on the track. Looks like Jackson Morris up there at the front. And your feature race is on the track, waiting on that pace car to pull off. We got them all lined up out here. Pace truck is off. Jackson Morris, your leader. Stephen Barrow on the outside. Tyson Banks. Tyler Hamrick up there with them. Maddox up there with them. Bohannon up there in the front. This is going to be a good one, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on to your seats. Street stocks going green at Port Royal. Tyler Hamrick already making big moves. Dustin Bohannon gets shook up. And we got a big wreck back here in the back already. Yellow flag is out. we got mayhem all over the track. Let's go back and take a look at what happened here. Take a look at Jacob Diaz, but I believe it's going to be Larry Drawhorn, who we really want to keep an eye on here. And let's do it this way. Tyler Hamrick goes 3 wide right on the start and finds himself in an awkward position with Dustin Bohannon. Dustin Bohannon gets knocked down low. Not sure if that caused a chain reaction, but let's take a look. Jump back here and take a look at Larry Drawhorn from that perspective. I don't think the Tyler Hamrick incident with Bohannon had much to do with what was going on there, but let's take a look at Diaz and Drawhorn right here. Jacob Diaz goes to the inside real quick. Drawhorn to the middle. And I think Drawhorn kind of turns across the track a little bit, changes lanes there, and comes across the nose of Diaz, gets everybody shook up a little bit. And we'll go back live. Jackson Moore still your leader in the Pit Lizard Pimpin' number 2 ride. Our boy Tyler Hamrick still up here. Back in that second row again. Taking a look from Tyler Hamrick's perspective. Doesn't like to tear those tear-offs off very much. So Tyson Banks right here. Take a look at Tyson Banks right on the inside of Tyler Hamrick. And your leader, Jackson Morris, getting a good view of that back bumper of the pace truck tonight. Keeping it up front for the most part. Jackson Morris still your leader. 4 laps into a 30-lap race. And looks like we're probably about 1 or 2 laps in. So looking for that pace truck to pull it off the track one more time. We'll go green here at Port Royal. Jackson Morris going to lead us off. And green flag waves. Jackson Morris leading us off. Stephen Barrow not getting the start he wants. Tyler Hamrick not too happy about it back there. Doesn't look like. Tyler Hamrick struggling behind Stephen Barrow. Barrow just a little slow on that start. Now we see Mason Dozier getting into it back there in the back. Big crash. And we'll go yellow. Jump back there and take a look at that. But Mason Dozier getting turned left into the retainer wall. Take a look at Mason Dozier here. Mason Dozier in the 23 ride. You see him up top. Looks like he got into Justin Drawhorn possibly. Bounces it around a little bit. For the most part, has his line in control. And looks like maybe old Justin Drawhorn just kind of got up there in his lane a little bit. Got into that left rear quarter panel. Got him turned around. Bad luck for Mason Dozier here tonight. Taking a look at the 74 ride of Tyler Hamrick. See Mason Dozier getting it repaired, getting it back out here on the track now. Both the Dozier boys having a little bit of bad luck tonight. We now see Mason Dozier's car pretty scarred up. We're not even but 3 laps into this race. Not sure we've completed a lap just yet. Jackson Morris, still your leader. We're going to be looking for that pace truck to pull it off for the 3rd time as we look for our 3rd restart. Jackson Morris on the pole. Going to be Tyson Banks front row outside there. Stephen Barrow on the inside. Dustin Bohannon on the outside of the 2nd row. Tyler Hamrick and J.C. Maddox round out the 3rd row. See Justin Drawhorn there with Philip Ryan. 24 car Brian O'Shell there and Andrew Moody also side by side. And I think Jackson Morris just wants to get one good run. Keeping an eye on Tyler Hamrick tonight, trying to work his way through a little bit of a traffic jam he's got going on here. Tyler Hamrick starting way up toward the front. Now finding his way in about 6th place, it looks like now. Tyler Hamrick struggling a little bit tonight with some traffic. Take a look at Tyson Banks there in the 747 ride. JC Maddox right behind him. Got a couple guys tracking him down there. See Bohannon down to the inside, trying to make that bottom line work. Stephen Barrow right behind them there. You might see Dustin Bohannon find his way to the front late in the race. Find a little bit of speed. And a couple of these tracks, you work the bottom real good for most of the race. You can save your tires and possibly get on up there and race with them there toward the end. This may not be one of those tracks. But Dustin Bohannon down there on the inside may just be trying to hold his place. And hopefully save those tires as much as he can for the last 10 laps of this race and maybe get on the gas. Start making some moves up around the top. Just take a look at the difference, just in intensity, just the intensity of the car alone. Not a bad, got a bad timing for that one. But we're gonna have a wreck there with Justin Drawhorn and Stephen Barrow. But back to what I was saying, just the intensity of watching Dustin Bohannon working around the bottom, not driving that car near as hard, putting near as much effort into the car from our perspective as, say, the guys up around the top, looking at Justin Drawhorn, Tyler Hamrick, guys like that who are running that top line and just cooking the tires, cooking that rear end. But Dustin Bohannon maybe has a plan. Maybe the plan is to stay low, stay a little slow, keep those tires nice and cool, work your way until you got about 10 laps to go, and I think we're going to see Bohannon go to the top. See Daniel Northcutt there in the 77 ride. Our boy Justin Drawhorn in the 17E. Once again, right there on the inside of Bohannon. And again, watch Bohannon go to the bottom. One of the only cars running that bottom line right now. But is that just a tactic? Is that just him trying to save those tires up until the end of this race and see if he can get that car back up to the top on a little bit better tires than the competition's going to have? And again, just watch the difference in intensity between drivers when you see Bohannon on the bottom and you see the other guys running the top. Look at the difference just in the intensity of the car, the attitude of the car, the position of the car. And you can just tell that Bohannon's tires are going to be in a lot better shape come the end of this race. Jacob Diaz there in the 51 ride. Jacob Diaz doing a great job tonight in the rookie race. Got it up there to the 2nd position. We'll be looking for this pace truck to pull in here. Jackson Morris going to lead us off one more time. Morris not even making a full lap that I know of yet. We're 8 laps into a 30-lap race. I don't think we've turned more than about 3 full laps so far. 4th restart here at Port Royal. Tyler Hamrick may be in a little bit more comfortable situation, having himself back up there to the front and out of that traffic. A lot of beating and banging going on tonight. I know they've had a couple of weeks off and a lot of fun racing going on. And come back out here for some points racing and see a lot of rough driving. So probably going to be some talk about that tonight in the race review. And I'm sure when we talk to Tyler Hamrick tonight, he'll have something to say about conditions of the cars at the end of this one. Tyson Banks doing his best to get up there to the back bumper of Jackson Morris and hold him down. Jackson Morris checking up a little bit there. There you see Bohannon down around the inside. We've got a yellow flag. Go see if we can take a look at who brought the yellow out that time. Stephen Barrow, looks like maybe he's going to be involved in this one. We'll go back here and take a look at Stephen Barrow in the 10 ride. Barrow getting up there into the wall and disappears, jumps back in. Oh, that bad connection that gets you every time, and I think it's a glitch in his internet. Possibly what killing Stephen Barrow tonight, but it looks like the car glitched. And when it came back right in the middle of traffic. Stephen Barrow pulling it in. And your leader in the Pit Lizard Pimpin' #2 ride out here. Gonna be Jackson Morris, not having to put in a whole lot of hard work tonight, just doing it about a half a lap at a time as we get ready for our fifth restart tonight. And meant to go back live for you guys. The pace truck is off. I do apologize. We are back live. Didn't miss anything there. Jackson Morris going to lead us off one more time. Tyler Hammock now on the inside line. Going to get it back up there on the outside and work that high line. Oh, Tyler Hammock back to the inside. Jackson Morris into the wall. Tyson Banks into the wall. Tyler Hammock still not enough sauce on the taco. JC Maddox right on his back bumper. Jump back here. Take a look at this race. JC Maddox, everybody up into the wall with that right rear. And we've got cars all over the place here at Port Royal tonight. Just a cluster of right rear slams into this wall. Now as we see Tyler Hammock find his way to the second position. Maybe a little less traffic in the way, but man, everybody's struggling with that high line and trying to keep it off the wall as much as possible as Tyler Hamrick and JC Maddox now go at it. Ooh, Maddox giving Tyler Hamrick a big shove in the left rear wheel. As we see Bohannon still down there to the inside. Bohannon has not tried the high line yet. But Dustin Bohannon back there making that bottom line work. And we've got another caution. And we will jump up here and just see who brought that one out. Looks like it's going to be Philip Bryan, possibly Justin Drawhorn involved. And yep, there they are, side by side. Philip Bryan and Justin Drawhorn, bumper to bumper as we get play. See just what causes caution. Drawhorn jumps the right rear of Mason Dozier and just takes it on over. Justin Drawhorn upside down on the backstretch. Jumps the right rear wheel. Well, let's go back and do it this way. Maybe we can see something pretty cool here. Let's go to Mason Dozier, and let's do this. See Drawhorn up there on the outside. Up into the wall. Mason Dozier comes on back up. And right there, Drawhorn jumps the back bumper. And just a big flip down the back straightaway. Takes us to another yellow. Jackson Morris still your leader. Cruising easy street tonight. Just making about a half a lap at a time as we look for our sixth green flag of the night in this 30-lap race. We are halfway there. And the pace truck is off. Jackson Morris leads us off for the 6th green flag tonight. Morris not having to put in a whole lot of hard work here. Seems like the guy working the hardest tonight is Tyler Hamrick. Hamrick throws that slide job across the nose of Morris. Morris back down to the bottom. Jackson Morris at the drag race. Jackson Morris, Tyler Hamrick. Morris to the bottom. Tristan Dozier to the bottom. And we've got another yellow flag. Going to be Brian O'Shell there in the 24 ride. Andrew Moody just getting into the back bumper of O'Shell. Not sure if O'Shell checked up on that wall or not. What happened there, but bad luck for Brian O'Shell there. As we go back live, I'm going to step out of the studio for just a minute. We're halfway. Lots of cautions here tonight at the port. I got to tell you, been a pretty eventful night. Tyler Hammer getting spun around there as well. We saw that. I told you to keep an eye on Dustin Bohannon. He'd been working that bottom line, and we've got another caution. Looks like it's going to be Daniel Northcutt bringing out this caution. Not sure what happened there. I saw Tyler Hamrick come across the track. Don't know what the reason for that was, or maybe it was just some racing. I'm not sure. Let's take a look at Tyler Hamrick on this one. Tyler Hamrick down to the inside with a slider, possibly hits that wall, knocks him way out. I don't think that was intentional, but Tyler Hamrick just running way up the track there and catching Daniel Northcutt. And we'll go back live, lap 22 out of 30. We're just going to let this one finish itself out. All right, we're green one more time. Jackson Morris still your leader. Tristan Dozier up there with him around the top. Robbie Milburn there in third position. Jesse Newsom, Dustin Bohannon, Philip Bryan. We're going to see if we can keep it green for 3 more laps and get on out of here, out of the street stock race. But, man, they are eating that outside wall up around the top. Jackson Morris still your leader. Tristan Dozier, Robbie Milburn, Jesse Newsom still going at it. Dustin Bohannon still down around the bottom trying to make something work. Not getting all that momentum he was getting earlier down there, but now the tops really come in. Everybody up along that wall. The white flag's out for Jackson Morris. Tristan Dozier and Robbie Milburn, your top 3 looking for a podium finish. Jesse Newsom back there. Watch Jesse throw it down low. Not going to do it. Jesse Newsom going to try to turn it down to keep it off the wall. Not going to have enough sauce on the taco. It's going to be Jackson Morris, Tristan Dozier, and Robbie Milburn. It's a little late right now for any interviews. We're going to roll right on over and get ready for the super late model race here at Port Royal. You're watching WFR Sim Racing. I want to thank you all for tuning in, and we're going to get rolling here pretty quick with the super late models.